Welcome to Heroically Inclined. This is Ivory Order, session 13, lucky number 13. So, nothing will go wrong today. But yeah, last session, the group helped Salnitro rescue the head of the Articifer Guild, Tomasso Articifana, I think. Tomasso. And they were able to escape, running through the city and everything, and they have come to one of Flit's favorite places, a little candy shop there, where we left off there. However, Colm, the kind of one of the officers in the local Ivory Order group, has left and promised to send a newer recruit to join their ranks and aid them in their quest to continue on, as he had other business to attend to. All right. So we start back. You find yourself in the cafe of Marie of Pekin and Renoir. These orcs who make delectable, over-the-top pastries that Flit cannot get enough of. Tomasso is there with you guys and still in some sort of disguise that Sal placed upon him. And you guys are kind of catching your breath and relaxing for a moment while you guys wait for the replacement from Colm. Salnitro, how is Sal feeling here with Tomasso sitting across from him, sipping on hot chocolate with way too many marshmallows in it, as this place does?
Surprisingly, Sal doesn't say much. He usually has something to say, or he's distracted with one of his inventions, but this time he's rather quiet and and doesn't make any eye contact with Tomasso. He's looking. Anytime might make eye contact, he looks away.
All right. And Tomasso is also quiet at the moment, still trying to process just everything that's happened, everything that's been going on. Kind of catching his breath still and trying to look inconspicuous, even though he has disguise put upon by you. Flit, how are you hanging in with your first of their cupcakes in probably a month or so?
She's stuffing her face and going, and food missiles, whole 9 yards. You have no earthly idea what the hell she's saying. And she's just kind of bouncing and looking pretty excited. And she waves what's her name down and spits out something as she kind of understands something along the lines of hot chocolate with sprinkles.
Marie smiles and walks over to this contraption made up. There's a canister in the center, but then there's all these different wires coming and steam coming off in different spots. And she kind of turns a crank and it pours into this oversized cup that would probably be like a soup bowl most places. And then she sprinkles extra layer of sprinkles. There's probably a half inch of sprinkles atop it, and brings it over and slides it in front of Flit.
Oh yeah, and she takes the cupcake. Some of the cupcake looks at the drink, dunks it in, eats it. Also, if anybody's also paying attention at all, some of it is actually making it into various pockets of her outfit and whatnot too. She just takes a bite and then takes another bite and shoves in a pouch and takes another bite, and then she takes some of the hot chocolate and pours it into a little flask and sticks it, so on and so forth.
All right. probably 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so go by, and in walks a human. Kind of looks a little disheveled, I suppose. Parzival, why don't you describe how you look to these fine fellows?
I am a little bit dirty, but even though I'm dirty, I still act very proper because, after all, I am from the Fane Courts. Why, hello there. I am Parzival. Good to meet you all. Oh, that one is well, you're Ita, aren't you? Why, hello, everyone. I guess I'm here to be your healer, just overall utility man. I'd shake your hand, but it seems a little bit dirty. Then I pull out a chair and I take a seat with everyone else.
Do you have your pet with you?
Yes. My apologies. She's sitting on my shoulder. This is Alani. This is my cat. You see her? She jumps off of me and flies onto the table. She kind of heads over to you to like get some snacks.
You suddenly hear a scream and food missiles fly out of Flit's mouth, and it's rather a squeal of excitement. And she's bouncing, and she's grabbing Sal, and she's grabbing Zero. Kitty!
Alani, now you're going to need a bath.
Can I pet it?
Of course you can. She seems to like you.
She
Don't let her eat too much. She'll get too fat, and then she won't be able to fly.
She immediately grabs the kitty and starts petting it and feeding it cupcake and all kinds of stuff. After that, Flit's gone.
All right. What seems to be the plan at this point? Probably more Sal and Flit, since you know the city better. But you now have this fugitive, air quotes fugitive, at least from the Articifer Guild. You're muted still, Paul.
Sorry. Actually, I had a question. Zero, what do you look like now?
Right now, at the moment, I look like a turquoise tiefling.
I can't remember what I did, but I was probably an elf or something. Yeah, I can't remember because it's been, what, a couple of weeks?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it has been too.
So there was a question. You wanted us to move
just what did you have anything in mind for trying to get Tomasso somewhere safe? Given Alter Safe self probably will be wearing off soon. Technically last, but
yeah, I have an extra one last slot left if I need to. Alter Self is 1 hour, so I probably cast it again just before it wears out. And I say to Flit, I said, probably need to get going back to Dr. M, was it? Or Professor M?
It's Dr. M.
Dr. M's place.
Okay. Hi, I'm Flit. And Flit sticks out her hand to Percival. As you shake it, you immediately stick to her hand, more so than normal. And it's like that weird, not, you don't know what the fuck it is, really. I mean, it's pretty intense, and you actually have to pry your hand off of hers.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend
Thank you.
touching her.
So you sit down and pull a napkin out.
By the way, Flit is all of 4'8" and barely weighs 100 pounds. And you notice just by her looks and whatnot, she doesn't wear shoes either. So
buttons and patchwork everywhere.
Yeah, buttons and patchwork everywhere. Literally.
That's something me and you actually have in common. Even
awesome.
though I'm 5'6", I don't wear shoes. I prefer the feel of the ground on my feet,
She looks
and,
down.
and it's
Squeals.
easier when I don't tear them when I go into wild shape.
You do what?
Yes. Sometimes I can be a little bit beastly. My apologies in advance.
Can you turn into a kitty too?
Do I have to?
Yes.
No. No, you don't. Okay.
Thank you.
Flit,
I sit back and I just grab my drink and I take a sip. Set it back
Flit,
down.
have you gotten your fill of sweets? Okay,
No,
that's a stupid
never.
question. Okay, then grab some more to go.
Marie!
That is a name I have not heard in a long time. You might not recognize me. Not currently, at least. But you will. And I recognize you.
Yes, well, with my companion here, I'm very quite recognizable, especially in this form, I guess. But maybe outside, things may be quite different. Hopefully. We will see.
I've seen you take on other forms.
I smile and I pull my coat up a little tighter.
Okay, yes, we can continue with the introductions later.
Marie!
Oh, boy.
You're always so grumpy, Sal.
Yes, well, we're not safe yet. I'm thinking maybe
I'm
we
always
should
safe.
we should probably split up. But at the
Here
same
you go
time,
thinking again.
just remember who the brains of this outfit is.
I've been waiting to figure that out, actually.
Okay, fine.
She kind of hits Percival.
This is going to be fun, isn't it?
They
Oh,
always
yeah.
get into this kind of crap.
I can see as I raise up my cup of tea.
Okay, at this point, I'll recast the alter self on Tomasso.
Does Marie come?
Yeah, Marie will come. She already has like a brown paper bag that has like stuff full of pastries, and she puts it down. Will charge us to the normal account?
Yes, please.
All right then. Good to see you again, Flit.
Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry we have to leave.
It's all right. I think the customers over at Table 8 were kind of enjoying watching you eat, but they'll get over it.
I look over.
There's a couple, and it seems like they might be out on a date, and they were just like sitting there, and they were looking at you, and as you look over, they just kind of like pretend they're having their conversation, sipping on things, and
That's all we need is an audience.
Okay. I give Marie a big hug.
she hugs you back, and she like squeezes and kind of like lifts you up a little bit. She's probably like 6'3" and fairly muscular.
I tell her, did you see the kitty?
Oh yes, it's a lovely little thing, isn't it? Kind of like does this like pat thing. Then it's like, well, I need to wash my hands now so I can go back to working.
Okay.
And she will screw you to the back, and you can see her washing her hands in the sink behind the counter.
Where are we going? I look back at the group.
We're going back to Dr. M's.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can lead the way. You know this. You know how to get there.
Yep, let's go. And
Come on
I shoved the brown paper bag and thing. And as we pass by the table, I want to swipe something off the table.
As Alani jumps in my arms, I start to wipe her down.
What does Parzival? What is he wearing?
I'm wearing like a hide armor, but somehow like he managed to work like a cloak into it. So and it's always dirty, but the inside is made of white fur. Seems very comfortable for him.
And does he have any visible weapons?
No, he just has a sling on his hip with a pouch full of rocks or just pebbles, and a quarterstaff.
Okay. Zero, do you mind watching our backs?
This is part of my profession.
Yes. All right. And Parzival, stay close. Our job is to keep this gentleman here safe. We'll discuss everything later. Our job. You see, right now, Sal. He looks like an elf dressed in. He probably didn't change his armor, so it still looks like. Actually, no, it's a hat of the sky. So it's. He actually looks almost like a knight. Probably, it looks like he has like a full plate. No helmet though, but maybe a full plate, and like big fancy armor, and lots of magical stuff coming off of it because he figures if he's going to look like an artificer anyway, so he's going to look like a different kind. Oh, and you probably may not have noticed it before, but now there's a metal animal construct that follows him around, like a cat-like but a little bulky, and it gets up and follows him out.
Okay. As we're walking out, Sal, I hear you telling Zero to keep an eye out. If you could just tell Alani, and as I just like give her a bump from my shoulder, she like flies over to you, and she'll understand whatever it is you say.
He gently picks up the cat and puts it on top of the metal construct.
She can fly around,
Yeah.
and keep an eye out as well.
And what will you be doing?
I was just passing her to you, telling you, I hear you telling Zero to keep an eye out. You can tell Alani to keep an eye as well. You just tell her whatever she needs to, like, keep an eye out for, and then she can't speak, but she's smart enough to, like, if she sees anything, she can come back to you and, like, paw at you and, like, indicate that, that she's seen something.
You will not be joining us?
No, I'll be walking with you guys. I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Zero just disappeared. I guess, right?
I'm always here. You just don't always see me. But I see you.
Not at all creepy.
And so and don't say my name. Out of the two of us, and I motion to the gentleman with us. Best not to mention our names right now.
My apologies, Elf.
Yeah, you can call me
Mr. Cranky Pants.
Flit. Go on ahead. We'll follow you.
Okay. I scary on off. You want me to make a stealth check?
Sure.
Or do you want me to make an investigation check? Or what do you want me to do?
Start with stealth, and then I'll need perception.
Perception.
Perception from those who aren't like actively
Oh, perception. Okay.
searching.
Math.
You want me to hold on my fingers? Does that help?
Mine's in my little doobly doo.
It's with my stealth check. It's more than that. I rolled a 25.
Okay. Cool.
I kind of do the whole blendy thing instead of hiding shadows.
Yeah. What do you guys specifically? What's your plan for heading back? Are you going to find the nearest lift? Are you going to try to like move a few streets down and try to like take the ground route to Dr. M's?
How far is it on the ground route?
It's probably several miles. It would probably take a few hours to make it through the city.
And the lift.
I mean, there's lift stations all around the city, so it probably would not be. It wouldn't take long once you get to a lift station, because once you get up and over things, it probably takes you 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Did we take a lift here?
You took a lift to an area nearby, yeah.
We did get Serene to take us, right?
I think so. Can't remember if it was Serene or not.
So that's what I was curious about. If we did get Serene to take us, then we probably had a secure location to get to her to take us back, is what I'm trying to say. I mean, if not, then that's cool too. We can do something else.
I mean, it's up to you. If you think you would have arranged for her to return to pick you up.
If we would have took her to the location, yes, we would have probably done that.
So the only issue now is that where she dropped you off is a different area than where you guys ended up running to.
Oh, okay.
Due to the commotion and everything, you guys scrambled. So you could try to work your way back.
How long would it take for one person to go get her and bring her here?
I mean, depending on how quickly they move, probably 15 minutes or so.
How quickly does Flit move?
Just walking is 30 feet, but I can run and dash and all other stuff. So
I mean, if Flit wanted to, can move pretty quick. So
you can go 90 feet.
Yeah. So
okay. So I sent,
and I've got a really, really badass stealth.
So I think the best thing to do is before we had left, we probably sent Flit out to get. That was the best way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So I rolled 25 on my stealth.
okay.
So I'm gonna go.
All right. Sure. The rest of you, as Flit is heading off.
Oh yeah, Zero can keep up with me too. So
Or Zero attempting to come along.
Oh, Zero, you're not going to stay with us then? I think one little person going over to get her to bring her back is best. But if you want to go, I think
I don't need to. Just if
Flit is totally not opposed to that. So
yeah, you know what? Maybe the best the two of you go. We'll stay here.
So, what was the intended meeting position? Like, she's going to go get Flit and Zero, I guess, are heading to get the lift.
yep, Serene.
The other three of you,
Oh, the future where we're meeting at after
are you
that.
guys meeting them?
Probably. Oh, dude, that means my shit's 35. Holy crap. Yeah, probably not a well patrolled area. Probably somewhere that, sees traffic but doesn't see like just everyday traffic, Does that make sense?
Okay. So, I mean, there's a couple. I mean, so it's a busy street area in front of this, but there are also alleyways. There are rooftops. This is a vertical city. So there's also other courtyards that would be raised above the main thoroughfare as well.
The cafe, how high up does it go? And is it the whole building or is there something on top of it?
The cafe is like one spot. They actually take up the first like 2 levels of this building. The second level is more like her personal space along with some of their extra bakery space. It's got rooms for them and everything. But then there are other buildings up there. So there would be like, there's some areas where there's like external like fire escape, like metal stairways that kind of go up the side of the building with ladders and stuff. There's also internal like walkways that you can get to different spots.
It seems like we need to get somewhere quickly. Is there some way I can maybe help?
Well, they're going to get us transportation right now.
You only had to ask. I could, of course, conjure us a couple steeds.
Well, this is flying transportation. It's probably better to avoid some of the foot traffic and easier to see if anyone is to avoid being detected if we can fly around.
How many people can a giant eagle carry?
That's an excellent question. Giant eagle is like a large creature.
Probably only a couple medium. I'm gonna guess at the most, just for the size, not for strength.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me switch to a different app here. This one. No, that's not what I want. I want to find a new creature. All right. So we're looking for a giant eagle, right?
Yes.
Giant eagle. The large beast with the 16 strength. I mean, could maybe carry 2. I'd say probably 2 people without it like risking lack of flight ability.
You'll have to leave your ego behind, Sal.
I could bring. I could make 2 giant eagles.
Problem is, I weigh. It may not look it, but I weigh. I have a lot of stuff, and Carbone is probably weighed down a bit too.
I may possibly make the weight less by using my wild shape.
Well, as I said, I think that they shouldn't be more than 15 minutes to get to her, and shouldn't be that long to get back. So I think it's best if we sit here.
Where are we meeting y'all at? Are we meeting y'all on a rooftop? Or are we meeting y'all like in a busy street or alleyway?
Well, it's probably hard to land it in the middle of a street.
Well, no, I meant where a normal lift would land.
Yeah, I forget what time of day is it again?
It was evening at this point because you guys went in. You started everything around 7 o'clock when you used the caravan as like a way to get in to the building. So probably 8:30 maybe at this point.
So I think the best to go up gives us a bit of a vantage point in case anything comes up behind us. So that's why I was asking if was it Marie is her name?
Yeah.
Does she have access to the roof?
Like not directly, but the buildings, there would be a way for you to either take like an internal stairwell or like an external like fire escape sort of stairwell in that back alley if you wanted.
So we could meet you there.
Yeah, I think that's the best. We'll stay as hidden as we can up there.
Okay. Perfect. Just wanted to check. So you guys make your way up to the roof while Flit and Zero head off to gather the lift. What's the name again?
Serene. Sereen.
Okay, cool. Serene.
So I would have put a different disguise on Tomasso, and then by the time we got up there, I'll change into maybe a dwarf, similar to what I was looking at like before, but just a dwarf instead of an elf, just for something different.
Okay. Why don't you give me stealth checks if you guys are hiding up there? Tomasso finds like a barrel or something that's like stored up on the roof. Maybe it's kind of like over by like a water container that like collects rainwater and uses that, and kind of like practically disappears in the shadows up there. All right, you guys are hanging out for a little while, staying quiet, keeping your eyes out. And soon you, let me do this really quick. soon you hear like footsteps, and it's like kind of many sets of footsteps on a nearby roof. I just want this. That's all I want right there. All right. So you guys hear some footsteps on a nearby roof, and soon you see this large creature kind of step up to the edge of the closest roof and like leap over and land somewhere upon the roof that you guys are hiding. Share screen really quick. You see this large creature. However, it's got like metallic spots that have been like kind of grafted onto it. So it looks like he's got like across the head and spine, there's like metal kind of put on there. There's also like metal greaves that have been fashioned upon the creature. Definitely seems like it's not a wild creature. Shortly, you see a female step up to the edge of the roof and is able to kind of leap over as well. Not as dramatically, and doesn't make it like, because this one will jump and land kind of like in the middle of the roof, like clear the area by quite a bit. She's just able to kind of jump to the edge. Sal and Parzival, any desire as to how you react?
Do I recognize her?
You recognize that she's definitely in the Articifer Guild. You haven't really had any interaction with it. Human female, not like, kind of fairly plain, grease streaked across like the face a little bit in spots. She's got pretty standard, let's see, what does she got on? I don't think I put armor on her. She's got like a breastplate on, and she carries a crossbow, but then she's got like this attached to her backpack, this big like mechanical cannon. It's got like legs attached to it, and she jumps down and she starts unhooking the cannon and starts working on setting it up.
Is it pointed towards us or just?
She hasn't like made any direct view at you guys yet, but she definitely seems like she's prepping for some sort of battle.
And this is why I'm regretting my dump stat of charisma.
Hello there. Are you preparing to fight us? Is that what you're planning to do there?
Oh, no.
Well, she smiles over at you. I suppose that depends on you guys. You see, you have someone I'm looking for. I don't see him right now, but I'm sure Sal over there could tell you.
Who's Sal? Which one of these hooligans here, Sal?
Currently, he looks like that dwarf over there. She points in his direction, and all the while she's still like, she's talking, but she's also like, putting the legs down on this gun. And this creature is kind of like scanning around a little bit, moving back and forth, but not like advancing yet, but keeping like a posture in between you guys and this woman.
I have Alma. I have my cat jump up. I have Alani jump up. Tell her just to fly around to stay safe, stay out of the fight.
Okay. So Melania will like fly up and get on top of like the water tower for now, keeping protected and probably keeping an eye on you.
Sal, who is Sal?
Oh, how cute. You see, my friend here can spot the magic you're using. And when I use spells to find specific people, it doesn't usually fail me. So seeing as he is not using some sort of magical disguise, and she points over at Parzival, it must be you. Unless you're Tomasso. Either way.
We haven't tried to attack her yet, right?
Correct.
No. I'm trying to delay as long as I can. It looks like she's still setting that up, so I'm. So I drop the disguise, and you see now. He's a little short, but he is human. Maybe I don't know if I ever give a height. We'll say about 5'5". He has some. He is a little bulky, maybe, and he has blue hair. He does, and a little bit of a blue beard. He has some dwarf or gnome features to him, but he is human. And he walks over to her.
As he's walking, I want to cast charm person at level 2.
Okay.
My charisma saving throw is 15.
She barely passes.
And her
Oh, it's on both.
Yeah, on both of them.
Oh.
Charm person work on that?
It says a creature.
Okay.
Oh no, a humanoid. So I don't know if
Yeah, no, it won't seem to have effect. It looks like it felt like it would settle in, but the creature seems to only really respond to her commands. So it doesn't seem to react.
I don't believe that worked.
I keep walking up towards her. I don't have a weapon in my hand. I'm not nothing aggressive or anything, but I do walk up to her.
Okay. So she finishes setting up the large, like, kind of cannon-looking thing, and she turns to you. Ah, Sal Nitro, I've heard so many things about you.
Probably all lies.
Doesn't really matter, does it?
I guess not.
So, where's Tomasso? He's what I'm here for. I could take you. They'd like to see you, but I don't really care so much about you. Hand over Tomasso, and I will let you guys go free.
Well, if I had him, what makes you think that I would just hand him over? He's fine where he is. I don't think he wants to return back at this moment.
Well, I suppose, in a way, then that will make this a little bit more fun, won't it?
I start to walk closer behind Sal.
Stomp your foot down, and a large, like, thunderous sound comes out. And let's see, Sal, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, and actually, I have to go. I have to take care of my family.
15.
Okay. What did I have it set? I have it right here. Where is there? Spell save. I swear, I see when you do this like 2 weeks ago, it makes life so much easier when you actually remembered it. Spell saves right there. Save DC is okay. So you're good. You will take 5 points of damage. And let's roll initiative. Zero and Flit, go ahead and roll initiative 2. You guys are close by, and this thunderous thing will spur you guys on even faster. Oh, I pre-rolled for them, so.
Ooh.
Okay. Let's see, we got. How is that even possible?
I don't know. I rolled like 2.
I rolled a 5 plus 9, or 5 plus 4 for the 9.
What? 5? I didn't know you can get that low.
I know, right?
That's what I was saying.
You're eating pastries instead of focusing. on
No, I'm telling Zero my brain fart of an idea, which is, as Flit looks at you, is, oh my God. So imagine the hat of disguise on Carboni. And then imagine Carboni turning into a big, giant, fuzzy teddy bear.
You guys hear this like boom, loud like thunderclap sound, and you don't need to see that the whole time. So you're on, just to make sure everyone's got a awareness of kind of the setup, is you're on a rooftop, and there is a like a doorway entrance. So it's like one of those angled on one side and a door there where like the stairs come up, but then you open it up. So there's like a small structure on the doorway area. And then just on the other side of that, there's like a water tower, and Tomasso is hidden kind of over by the water tower there. The water tower goes about 30 feet up in the air, probably 40 feet where the top is. We've got, other than that, there's a few crates kind of scattered around, which you guys are trying to kind of like use to hide. But it's fairly open. Besides that, there's a small like metal railing that's probably about 3 feet high that go around the outskirts of the building. It's kind of like just designed to kind of keep people from falling off. So we'd start with Zero, but you guys are still on the boat, so you guys will arrive next round with the lift. This creature turns, and let's see who's closest. We'll turn to Parzival and reach out with its 2 giant pincers, and is going to attempt to grab hold of you. Let's do this. So I've got an 18 and a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Both of them?
Yep.
So all right. 11 points of bludgeoning for the first attack, and the second one is 17 points of bludgeoning damage. And it grabs hold of you, and you are currently grappled. The target is grappled. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't really say that you get a chance to not get grappled, so you're grappled. Where are we at? But you and Sal, you guys can choose who wants to go first. So this large creature clamps a hold of Parzival as he was coming up kind of behind his master, and now has him in like one claw. Who wants to go
You want
first?
to go? You can go if you want.
What do I have to do to try to break out? That's what I'm gonna.
So you can either do athletics or acrobatics check to break a grapple.
I'll do acrobatics as I try to find a way to wiggle my way out and do a flip.
Okay. They are considered an action.
Okay, and that is a 4.
Yeah, that unfortunately will not work.
I'm like, ugh! He still has me.
And it's like claws are gripping down tight upon you. Anything else any bonus actions or anything like that you want to attempt?
No, can't really. Kind of stuck.
It's tough. Sal.
Okay. Good question. What should I do? Not much I can. No. Okay, is there a way I could cast a spell? It's a 20-foot cube that gets just Lachul and Frita in the without hitting Parzival.
Sure.
Okay, then this is. I am going to pull out a hammer and hit the ground, and a ripple travels along the ground and to where they are and bursts out. And actually, no, I did this one different. Sorry, I pull out a bomb, a little clay ball, and I throw it at them. It shatters. It's a glitter bomb.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw. 15.
Yeah, they both start glowing as they fail their dexterity saves.
So they're covered in brightly glowing glitter. Essentially, it's fairy fire, so anyone has advantage to hit them.
Cool.
And I will use my action to pull out my hammer and get into a defensive position. I do not call out to Carbone, so he is staying put next to Tomasso.
Okay.
So I don't say anything at all. So he's just going to go into dodge action by himself.
Okay. Cool. She, like a cloud of smoke appears around her. She appears 15 feet away from you now, still glowing and glittering. And she has her crossbow up, and she's going to fire the crossbow at you. 20 to hit.
I lift up my shield. It starts glowing. My AC is now 25.
Okay. Damn. Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, like as you're kind of paying attention to this, the cannon kind of scurries back a little bit and lets off a shot at you. That would be a 26 to hit.
Of course.
I rolled a 19.
The 20 hit me because I have AC 20, so I make it 25, so you have to go even higher.
That's okay. I rolled really bad for it. So you're going to take 5 points of force damage, and you get shoved back 5 feet. But it actually kind of puts you 5 feet closer to Frida. She snarls, "Just give me Tomasso." Flit would have been up, but you guys are still kind of coming in. You start seeing like these flashes, and you see glittering on the rooftop as Serene kind of like swoops the lift down as quickly as she can, angled towards a nearby building. So these buildings are fairly close together. And she's actually angling for the building that these two jumped off of, which is like there's only like a couple foot gap between the two buildings, and it's a little bit higher. So she's kind of angling down for the top of that building, and she puts the lift as close as she can to the roof of that building. And Zero, you'll be up.
So we can see them now?
Yeah, so now you
I can at least move close enough to where I can.
Yeah, she's on. There's a nearby building that has like a 5 foot height advantage to the building that they're on, so you can kind of see them in this like square roof. The large creature has Parzival in one claw, squeezing at him, and you're kind of put down wherever, somewhere on that nearby building you kind of desire. So you'll be within 30, 40 feet of them, depending on how much distance you need or want.
And they're both relatively the same distance then?
Yeah, roughly.
And that's not a humanoid. Okay, I am going... It's not a construct either, technically, right?
No, it is looks like a living creature that just has like metal that's been bolted on to be kind of like an armor to increase the effectiveness of this companion of hers.
Well, as much as I want to save...
Oh, actually, before you do anything, I need to make a concentrations check. Because I got hit.
Oh, connection's going back. Hopefully you can still hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I succeeded at my concentration, so the fairy fire's still up.
Okay, cool. Now you're muted, Chad. I don't know if... I don't know what's going on. Kind of seems like we've temporarily lost Chad.
Chad, you're muted.
It doesn't seem to let me unmute his mic either, so... Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm going to reconnect.
Okay. So Chad's going to reboot really quick. We're going to move on with the initiative, and just whenever he comes back, we'll jump in. Unfortunately, for Parzival, that means it's the Troll's turn. So let's see. Oh, wait. Here he's back. Guess who's back? Back again.
That was a 14 for the first attack.
What was the first attack, and on whom? Bummer. Can't hear you. All right, I got two of them. Which one's the real one?
And they're both muted, and they're both gone.
I took.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Chad, you're muted.
Well, I know he's having issues, so that could still be. Could be. Oh wait, he's. Let's remove this one. I'm going to add this one. We're going to kick that one. Chad, how are we doing?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. For now.
Okay. First attack is a 14.
On whom? Although 14 doesn't hit either one, but who are you attacking?
Okay. I'm going to attack her.
Okay.
I've Hunter's marked her. I attack her. So first attack miss. I'm going to use my bow ability.
Yep. Black. It's gone muted again. Ooh. So the 14 will miss, but the nat 20 will definitely hit her. So cool. Yeah. Just give me that sweet, sweet damage. I hear the dice.
$13 damage.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah.
And, well, it crits. So do we just add the?
So the first one, You'd get full
Yes.
burst dice. So that
Okay.
8, right, for the longbow. So 21.
Well, she's Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
and then she's also a humanoid, so I get +4 more actually.
Okay.
So just right off there is 18, and then I rolled 13
Okay.
more.
31 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Let me figure that
And
out.
then I have extra attack too.
All right.
With advantage. And then at 20.
Jeez. All right.
And now she's below damage, right? And I'm
Yeah.
Colossus Slayer. So 16 plus 6, so 24 right off the bat.
Jesus.
Right? 8, and 6, plus another 4, because she's a humanoid, plus what I roll, plus another 8. So 28 plus 8, 30, 36.
6. Damn. Okay. Oh, that didn't work. There you go.
Thank you for the verifier.
Yeah. Damn yes. Yeah, she looks pretty beat up from these attacks. Okay.
Then I'll move closer with my remaining movement.
Okay. Are you staying on the roof you were on, or are you jumping over?
I'll jump over.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to kind of like land land over there on that wall. Let's see. That was 0. Okay. The Chol now with Parzival in one hand is going to stomp over to 0 and attack him with his claw. What's the bonus to hit? That would be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, you're looking for 15 at the moment until I draw my swords.
So he hits twice with his claws because I got a 17 and a 20. So 10 points of damage with the first claw, 9 points of damage with the second claw. You are now grappled. Now Parzival, he's got you in one claw. So he like did 2 claw attacks at 0 with the same claw, and now he's got you both in their hands. Let's see. So Parzival, these tentacles from his mouth like lash out and like whip against you. I need to get a Constitution saving throw from you.
Oh man, it's not looking good for me today.
Uh-oh.
That is a 5.
All right, so you are poisoned and paralyzed. You get to retake that save at each turn, end of each turn. Okay. So you'll get to make another save shortly. All right, so that was the Chol's turn. Now he's got 0 in one hand, Parzival in the other. These tentacles kind of like lashing out at Parzival. Who's next? All right, so now Parzival.
Poison anything? Can I at least speak?
You are paralyzed, so there's not much you can really do other than make another save.
All right, yeah. I'll make another save. Oh, man. 4.
Jeez. I mean, it's not a super high DC, but yeah, 4's a little low for that. All right, so currently you are out of the fight for the moment. Sal, what'd you like to do?
Oh, I will show her this nice hammer.
Okay.
See what I made? And let's see. All right, so with advantage, I hit. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. A lowly 19.
She will wave a hand, and her own shield will pop up and deflect your attack.
Okay, that's better. That's 16, 17, 18, 19, 24.
24 will hit.
Okay. I got 2 attacks, and I uh, mm, 12 points of damage.
Okay. She staggers, like she's taking a lot more damage than she was expecting to take at this point. Barely like on her feet. I think it's her turn.
Oh, and yeah, that's it. Now I'm right up in her face now, but I know she can teleport. So
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, she's going to teleport another 15 feet away. And what's she going to do? Let's see. What can she do? Okay. She casts a spell upon herself. And then she starts moving like extremely quickly and is able to like jump up to the nearby building and grab a hold and kind of throw herself up and move quickly along that way. And as she's going along there, she sees Flit and she takes a shot with her crossbow. That would be a 20 to hit. Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, 20 to hit, Flit.
And I do the thingy. Uncanny dodge.
Yeah. So it would be 10 normally. You're going to take 5.
And I can't evade something else.
Yeah, that's if you have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Cool. Then her cannon is going to take its shot at Sal. Let's see, Sal's tied up. No, it's going to shoot at Chad 0 because that's the one that did. Oh, wait, Sal, you were grappled. No, Chad was grappled. So, yeah, it's going to shoot at Sal. That makes sense. So I rolled a 21 for the cannon.
Reaction 25.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so the blast of force just smashes against your shield and is unable to get through there. Oh, good to know. All right. That was her turn. Now, Flit, you're up.
First of all, how far am I away from the big bug?
If you just got off, let's see. Yeah, you would be just getting off the boat. So, I mean, somewhere within 30 or 40 feet, kind of your choice, depending on where you jumped off the boat.
Okay. Doesn't matter. Flit screams out, "Leave Z and Flying Kitty Man alone, you nasty bug." Blah! And she throws up.
Okay.
Within a 60-foot ray.
Okay.
In the process of casting Ray of Sickness.
Okay. And what sort of save is that?
I've got to make a attack roll.
Okay.
Which I rolled. Holy shit, monkey. 20.
That will do.
And plus... Is it spell attack bonus is what you add?
Yeah.
So I rolled a natural 20 plus 4.
Yeah, so you're good.
So how does damage work with that?
So, boy, I'm going to regret this someday.
Is it max damage plus?
Yeah, max damage then roll.
Okay, so it does 2d Oh shit! I should have. I'm gonna say I didn't do it out because I didn't call it beforehand because I was gonna cast it at second level, but I didn't call it beforehand. So I'm just gonna cast it at present level, which is first level. So 2d8. So it's 16 plus 2d8 again, I guess. Do you add your attack bonus as well or no?
Just the first time when you do the
Well, it depends on the spell. A lot of the spells you don't add attack modifier to the damage.
Okay, it says on a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it is also poisoned until the end of your next turn.
Okay, so it will take 16 plus 2d8 damage.
5. Additional 10 points of damage.
Okay, so 26 points of damage.
Yep.
On Mr. Troll here.
And then it must make a...
All right. It does not seem to be affected by the poison.
Okay, then.
All right. But that was a decent amount of damage for a lower level spell. Where are we at?
Does it actually take that damage, though, or no, not at all?
What type of damage is it?
It says
Damage or
on a hit, the target takes 2d8 poison damage.
oh yeah. So yeah, the poison like splashes across it, and it doesn't seem to react at all to the poison.
As Flit wipes her chin. Nice. Gonna have to do it the hard way. And I take the rest of my move action and get all up close and personal with him. Actually, I don't do that. I stay about 10 feet away from him.
Okay. Cool.
On the back side. Can I hide behind him? Or is there a place to hide?
Yeah, I mean, there's crates and stuff around. So if you were going to bonus action use that to hide somewhere, yeah.
Yep. Rolled a 19.
Okay. Plus your ridiculous numbers. So
No. I rolled a 10 plus 9. 19. Flat.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That would bring it back to 0. So you are currently in the claws of this large bug-looking thing. The lady had kind of run off on the other building. Like she's up on the other building. She shot Flit as she kind of ran by. But she's kind of definitely moved to make some distance.
How much?
Let's see.
Probably not enough.
Yeah, probably not. Like I'd say she's probably 60 feet away right now.
I haven't switched. Oh, I'm still grappled though, right?
You are grappled.
Strength check then to get out of it.
Strength or dexterity, whichever one. It's athletics or acrobatics. But those are it's an action to break a grapple. So
okay. I can't attack it while I'm grappled, right?
you can attack without having to. You can attack. Yeah, grapple just means you can't move. You're still able to do your attacks.
Oh, so could I still shoot at her then? I'd just be imposing a disadvantage. Would that be canceled out by the advantage or something?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Okay, and I'm gonna attempt that because she's still hunter's marked.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Advantage. Oh, this one with the first one for sure. I'm gonna second shot, extra attack. Oh, that's a good number. Let's see if advantage gives me a 20. Nope. So 25 to hit.
Okay. She will toss up her shield again, and your arrow glances off.
All right. Then that's
That's all I have at the moment.
She's clinging to life. She does whatever she has to do to continue this fight. So, so the Chol now is going to squeeze down on both of you guys. So,
Anyone remember the Chol? You have advantage to hit the Chol.
yep.
I just want to know if David remember that.
I can't move.
Yeah, I hit him though, but he's immune to poison, so my spell didn't squat to him.
Yeah, no, just reminding you have advantage.
Oh yeah,
for those sneak attacks.
yes. That's why I said I want to hide.
All right. You still have to make attack rolls. So, but I believe I hit both of you. I got a 17 for Parzival and a 20 on Zero.
Yeah, that hits me.
Although I think if you're paralyzed, I don't think there's much you'd be able to do anyways. So Parzival, it's 11 more points of bludgeoning damage. Zero, you take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need a Constitution saving throw from Zero, as the tentacles now lash at you in an attempt to poison you as well.
17.
Okay, so you're good. You feel like this poison try to seep into you and freeze you up, but you're able to shake through it and get past that. All right.
21 concentration check.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're good. Okay, Parzival, we need a save from you. Hopefully, get back in the fight.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Finally, after all those bad rolls.
You break through the poison, but that was the end of your turn. So, hopefully.
You guys just hear me shout, "Mwah!"
Sal, you're up.
How far away is she from me?
It's probably like close to 60 feet now, maybe a little bit further.
Okay, then what I will do is take off my shield as my action, and I guess I have to drop the hammer, and I pull out the gun,
Okay.
and that's all I can do right now.
All right. My lord. That was Sal. So Frida, she's going to turn, and let's see what she's going to do. Sorry, my son's
I
throwing
know
up.
that sound.
Yeah. Trying to figure out the what I'm going to use. So let's see. She is going to just do this. So she looks over at Sal. She's going to point, and let's see, 4 rays of fire are going to come slamming at you. Let's see. Oh, that's a bad roll, though. And that is +7. So it's only an 18 for that one. So that
Yes.
14, that one. All right, so they all fail. All these streaks of fire come flying by. And then she pulls some potion out of her pouch and slams it down. And that would be Flit's turn now, I think. Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry, the cannon is going to take its shot over at Sal. And misses horribly.
I am a mobile tank, and I pulled up my turret now so I can start firing. Massive damage.
Okay. Flit, you're up.
Okay, so I come out of my hidey hole, run up behind the bug, and jam my dagger into it,
Okay.
or at least attempt to. Okay, so
Advantage.
okay, so it's advantage.
Yeah, you're rolling with advantage, and you would get sneak attack even if there's nobody near you because you have advantage.
Well, I was hiding too, so
True. Yeah, you don't need to hide, but hiding is not bad to do. But
okay, so the first roll. So I can re-roll that, right? It's advantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that was a 13. Ooh, that's better. 19.
19 will hit. Yep.
All right. Now the fun part begins. Math.
Okay, give me the numbers. How much sneak attack do you do?
Sneak attack is 46.
It's 24. Okay.
Well,
Your weapon damage is 4.
Well, it wasn't a nat. It wasn't a nat 20.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what I'm doing. I was just hoping you got a.
No,
Okay.
I rolled a 12 and I got a +7. So
12 plus
Let me
7.
do the math for you. That way it's great damage.
19.
okay. Well, let me roll and I'll tell you all the numbers.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Holy shit, monkey. Okay. I can tell you right now what that is. Okay. 10, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 10, 15, 17 for my sneak attack.
You said 10, 6, 5, 7?
Okay. I rolled a 6, 4,
Oh, 6.
5, and 2. So 17.
17. Okay.
Plus 7.
Okay.
Yep. 24.
Plus 4.
28.
All right.
Do you get is it a +1 or no?
Yeah, I've already got that figured in.
Okay, so 28.
What'd you roll on your D4 for your
A natural 4.
Okay, so you are going to gain 4 hit points back.
Yes.
As you slice across this creature, some of the blood that is like getting pulled out of it, sucked into the dagger, and you feel this warmth come through your body.
Ooh, that was awesome.
As I think that's the first time you've been able to use it on a living creature since you activated it.
Well, and I was down 5 points too. So
Oh, there you go. Okay, Zero, you are up.
She's still within firing range.
Yeah, she didn't seem to like really move further away. She just did a little bit to strengthen her position.
Oh, we'll see about that. I'm gonna shoot at her again then. With advantage. 18.
18 will miss.
All right. Oh, extra attack.
Okay.
That's ugly. Good thing I have advantage. 22.
22 will hit. Yeah, she's gonna put another shield up. She's got to burn all of her slots. She's so close to death. It's not even funny. Sorry.
It like stops it mid-air,
Yeah.
and the shield would have normally like reflected it, but instead it just grabs the arrow and snaps it.
Nice. I love it. Yeah, that opening salvo from you was just brutal. So, yeah, okay. You are burning spells, though. In fact, I think she's
I see.
cool. Oh, the chill. Meanwhile, you're being squeezed. Yeah, the chill is going to squeeze down on you, Zero, and miss. Like, it just didn't quite get the right squeeze in. Like, it went to like shift. I mean, it keeps hold of you, but that's all it can do. But it swings with the arm that has Percival towards Flit. Did you disengage, or whatever? Or?
I was gonna say, can I disengage? I mean, or do
Yeah, I mean, you can use your bonus action to disengage if you were going to walk back.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering if that's cool. If not, then we can keep it as is.
It's fine.
Okay.
You would have missed anyways. I rolled a 2.
Oh,
so
okay.
You went to swing, and Flit isn't where he thought where she would be. All right, Parzival, you actually get to act this time.
All right.
You're still grappled, but you can still cast spells or attack if you want. Like,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a bonus action and use my ability of the Summer Court, and I'm gonna spend 3d6 to heal myself,
okay, cool.
and I'm also gonna gain 3 hit point, 3 temporary hit points. All right, so I gain 13 health,
All right.
and then I'm gonna use my action. If I change into, I can change into any form whilst in its claw, correct?
Yeah, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
Do you have a large form too?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Or I currently don't. Only have medium forms.
But yeah, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to change to whatever you wanted to.
Okay, well, I'm a wild shape into an ape.
Okay.
And then that'll be my turn.
Okay, cool. Sal.
I line her up in my sights. I haven't shot this thing in a while. Let's see if it's still working. No, well, I'm always tinkering with it. Maybe if I go here. 20.
20 will not hit. She's
Second.
moving like exceedingly fast, and she's able to kind of like dodge one of your attacks.
Okay, well, doesn't matter. That was a natural 1 and a 6, so I'm not even going to add.
Yeah.
I haven't used it in a while, and I'm a little pissed. And I start moving closer towards her. Not that it makes a difference for my gun, but
Yeah.
and I say, can you 3 not take care of that on your own? Do I need to help you?
You're always tinkering with that weapon, but it's not the weapon, it's you.
You say that? You
Yeah. So stop playing around and take out the cannon too. That's you don't want to get hit by that.
Hasn't really done anything yet.
No, I don't.
Speaking of, the cannon's going to shoot at you, Sal. Good Lord, this die needs to go somewhere else. Meanwhile, what does she want to do? Let's see. She's going to fire her crossbow at you, Sal. Are you fucking kidding me? That misses. And let's see. And she's going to wave her hand, and she's going to create this large wall of like moving air, like dust and debris starts getting pulled up and scattered through the air as you see this like wall of air that's between you and her, kind of closer to her to block your shots. And she starts running away from the point where she is currently, and then she'll kind of teleport to another building now. So she is probably now about like 120, 130 feet away, with this big wall of air that's kind of covering the space of the entire, let's see, how long is it? 50 feet long and 15 feet high wall. And then her cannon starts like scurrying backwards and starts moving like kind of in her direction, but nowhere near as quickly, and is going to take a shot at nobody. Those were some of the worst string of bad rolls I've done in a row. So, which is probably good. So, Flit, you can go now.
All right, I do the same thing. I run up on that puppy and try to stab him again.
Stabby stab.
That one, oh yeah, and I get advantage. Right, still?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, that might not have made it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13.
No, 13 will not hit.
Okay, I disengage and go.
Perfect. 0.
She's 100 and how many feet?
She's about 120, maybe a little bit further away from you, and there's a big wind wall between you and her.
Well, I have a hunter's mark on her, so is that like a obscurity thing where I can't really see her, or will it still censor from my mark?
I mean, you can still sense her. You know where she is. Why don't you give me a intelligence check or arcana check, if you know arcana, to see if you know what the wall will do.
17.
Okay. Yeah, so you'd have a good idea. You may or may not have encountered, but you've heard enough stories of these things, and it will deflect any arrows or projectiles that are shot through it, or at a target that is behind the wall. Sorry, you're muted, so I don't know if you're thinking or cursing.
Should be unmuted now.
Yeah.
I should be unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I was waiting because I was like, I don't know if he's rethinking his plan of attack now that he realizes that shooting won't work.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you. Whether you can hear us or not is another question. Gotta love internet. Oh, all right. Let's move on for now. So the Chol is going to walk over and try to slam Zero up against, still holding on to Zero, but slam Zero against Sal. Dude, Lord in heaven.
Wow, I think everyone has been having problems hitting.
I rolled a 1 and a 2 on his 2 attacks.
You would think advantage would help. It didn't even help me. Like,
yeah.
Or
well, she's got ridiculous armor right now because it was good to start with, and then she added haste, so it beefs it up a little bit more. How we doing, Chad?
Are you able to hear me now?
I can hear you. I could hear you before, but apparently you couldn't hear me.
Okay.
Well, you said I was muted. I kept unmuting, but we're unable to hear.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Lagged in some way.
Yeah, probably.
Hopefully this won't be a problem, but for right now it is. So this wall, is this something I can shoot through
No,
and try and shoot? Maybe, no, not at all.
no, like the effect of the spell, and it's a
Okay, I'm gonna try and
3rd level spell. So going to try to. Oh man. It says that quote loose lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upwards. Arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets behind the wall are deflected upward and automatically miss.
okay.
So I'm assuming no.
All right. I was gonna try to see if I could finagle something with my hunter's mark, but I'll just leave it on her for I'll leave it on her for now. And I'll drop my bow and using my feet, draw both my swords and attempt to attack this mofo.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Yeah.
16 to hit for the first one.
16 will miss.
Okay. Second attack, extra attack. With advantage.
We're looking for 17. So
18 I just got. Perfect.
You're good.
Okay. Has it lost any hit points yet?
Yes. Thanks to Flit.
Okay. So 15 slashing. Oh no, piercing, sorry.
Okay.
And then bonus attack from 2-weapon fighter. At advantage. Ooh, very nice. That's even higher. So that's a hit. Um, 10 more.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's you see like the cuts and the wounds are starting to add up and it is angry. On its turn, it tried to attack Sal but failed. However, it is going to try to tentacle U0, so a Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
There you go. You good. All right. Parzival or Ape.
Well, in its claw, I want to try to multi-attack with the ape.
Hell
Make
yeah.
2 fist attacks.
Cool.
So the first is a natural 1.
Okay.
Real nice. And then the second,
Wait.
I'm not calling that one.
Are you hitting the tool? You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Fired.
or 1 and a 2. So
Hey,
that was meant to not hit. All right, and then my second attack, 15.
will not hit. Was that with advantage?
Continues. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 8 continues to just. Yeah.
All right. Okay, the Chol went already. Sal.
Okay. I'm going to walk away so it gets an attack of opportunity. I'm going to walk through the wind wall because you said she was about 60 some odd feet. So
Well, she's at 120 feet now, and
no, where the wind wall was cast.
yeah, I mean, she was still 60 feet ahead of you. So how, like,
Well, I've moved 30 feet and I'm going to move another 30. So I'm going to be standing inside of it.
okay.
But does he hit me?
No, he misses.
Okay, since so I would like, so I'm standing in it. Can I get a shot at her without going through the wall, I guess, since I'm standing in it?
Trying to see.
Or have to roll something?
Yeah, why don't you give me like a strength check or athletics check? Get through this.
14 on the die.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so I will attempt to shoot her. She is within my long range, but it's disadvantaged with advantage, so just a straight up roll.
Straight shot.
Oh boy, 19. I don't think that does it. Does it?
No, unfortunately not. Not with her haste on.
I'm not rolling much better than an 11 most rolls, and that's what I got an 11.
I've been rolling over like a 5 since the first couple of attacks, so
Oh, I got a second attack. Yes, I keep forgetting about those. Nat 20.
nice.
Okay. So let's figure this out. I'm using my gun, so that is 12 plus 5 and a d12. Only a 2. So 19 points of damage.
Okay. Math. All right. Yeah, so she stumbles and falls from your blast. And the creature kind of like screams out in anger as you down the woman. And the cannon just kind of like slumps, like it seems to disengage now, like it stops targeting anything. And Flit, you're up.
So the wind wall dissipates?
The wind wall would dissipate as well, yeah.
Okay.
Pop back in. Stabby, stabby.
Okay.
Wait, maybe. The first one, definitely not. 16?
You need 17, bro.
Ah. Okay. I sneak back.
All right. Who's up? Oh, Chad's up. 0.
Ooh. I'm gonna have to bonus action move my hunter's mark to this creature,
Sounds good.
and then start trying to attack it with this sword. Ooh, good thing I have advantage. 21. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
We're established already. Ugh. 6 piercing damage, I think. 7 piercing damage. And then extra attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I have. Yeah, I already did that. Oh, advantage. Thank goodness. I miss.
Okay. Did you roll your hunter's mark and your hunter ability on that damage?
Oh no, I get one more. Because he's below max.
Below
So
max.
another 8. Thank you.
No problem. I knew that there was. I was like, that's really low for all
Yeah.
you get to roll. Wait,
Thank you.
that would be a 5. Okay.
That'd be everything he has for now.
Cool. All right. It is. Well, Sal's pretty far now.
It's only 30 feet, so.
Yeah. I mean, he can make 30 feet's nothing, but he's going to focus on the ones he's got there. So he is going to attempt to squeeze Parzival. Well, you're an ape right now, so that would be a 12 to hit. You're a 12?
Yeah, right now.
Okay, so he barely hits because I rolled a 6 on the die. So 6. So that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage to your ape form. And then the other one's going to come at 0. Good lord. And that'll miss because that was only a 13.
And now I'm at 16.
All right. However, 0, let's do another constitution check. Or saving throw.
No, I don't think so. That's like 7.
Okay. So you become poisoned and paralyzed now.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just a lamp in his claw.
Yeah.
Oh, let me do a concentration check too. At 20.
Nice.
I'm still a Tifu.
Well, yeah, I don't even know because it didn't do any damage. I don't know if you'd even have to worry about, but you passed no matter what, so cheater proof. Parzival.
All right. I'm gonna do the multi attack again with the ape. Finally, 22.
Yeah, that'll do.
And then that's 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack is a 19.
Yeah.
And that is another 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
It is kind of staggering from all the beating. Like there's plates of its armor is kind of like bashed in and kind of blood oozing out of different joint locations across its body. Sal, you're up.
All right. I pre-rolled. 17 was the AC.
Yeah. So you'll hit.
I hit twice, yeah.
Okay.
13 points of damage on the first shot and 16 on the second.
So however you want to finish it, on the first shot, you get it.
All right. I step up towards it and I go, we don't have time for this. And it's starting to piss me off. I put the gun point blank against its head and I fire twice right into its skull.
All right. It crumbles and falls to the ground, and it's finally silent on this rooftop. Serene will kind of like circle around and come down, like she took off and is now like returns down to the building that you guys are on.
And I want to check. I want to fly over to Frida's body, and I want to do a quick check on it.
Okay. So, looking over Frida's body, you find, in particular, her crossbow looks of distinct interest. She also has a scroll of locate, I think it's human or being or whatever. I'll get back to you on the exact spell name. I can find it in a second. And so her crossbow, you can tell, is something special. She's got the scroll on her. She has one greater healing potion. There's an empty potion vial laying next to her, or nearby, anyways. And everything else seems to now be kind of mundane. However, many of it was infused previously.
Yeah, I'm not worried about. I can probably identify what's just her own personal equipment. I'm gonna leave that. I don't have time to go through it. It's probably deactivated. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember if it deactivates on death. But I grab the crossbow. I look it over. I hand it to Flit, and I grab the scroll, and I'll say, "Let's go." And I look over. Are you still as a gorilla, Parzival?
Currently, yeah. Well, I can unbeast if needed.
Well, we probably pick.
The monkey's doing the pee-pee dance.
Because we were probably loading up, and if Zero was paralyzed, I would have asked him to pick up the body, but we carry him along, and eventually it wears off, I guess. So by the time we check her body,
yeah, it only lasts for about a minute. So by the time you went to the body and back, Zero would be shaking off the effects of the poison.
And I say, okay, let's. All right, so I had to help you guys again. All right, let's just go.
You were there?
Let's just go. We don't have time to stay around here. There could be reinforcements soon.
What about
Where
that
are we going?
thing?
What's that, Flit?
What's
Oh,
that
my
cannon
ears.
thing?
What? Are you speaking to me?
Cannon thing.
Can't leave the cannon alone. It's useless to us. I wouldn't be able to get it working anyway.
Your
I
lips are
revert
moving.
back to normal form and call for Alani. Alani, come!
She'll flutter down and land on your shoulder.
Your lips are moving, but I hear nothing coming out. It's quite nice, but
You can't hear us, Zero?
what?
You can't hear us?
Look at me if you're talking to me.
All right, fine. I look away. Uh,
Very well.
can we all fit on the ship?
Yeah, yeah. They see it probably about 8. Um,
Okay. Yeah, there's 4, 6 of us technically.
yeah.
Yeah, and her 7. So yeah.
So you guys are able to climb aboard, and she heads off towards Dr. M's.
All right.
You have something, Flip?
On the way over, I poke Zero often. I say, "Can you feel this? Can you feel this? Can you feel this?"
And let's take a break. Say at the 30 mark, so it looks like 7 minutes from here, or so. And yeah, so we'll be right back, and we'll continue on, figure out what's going on from here.
What are you drinking right now, Bill? High quality H2O right there is what it looks like. You're muted, but
Yeah, water now. I had a Martinez earlier, which was like a gin sweet. It's almost like a gin Manhattan.
okay.
But I'm trying to be a little bit better about how much I drink, since quarantine has left me a little else to do in the evening. Oh,
But it's like you're polishing your skills, though, right?
yeah. No, I'm a pro at this point. Problem now is like I'll have like quite a bit of drinks, and it doesn't really phase me anymore. So, like, that's probably not a good thing. So,
Do you have any kind of ETA as to returning to work?
I think the casinos are going to reopen start of June.
Okay.
And then whether they're opening the bars at the same time, I don't know.
Good point.
Or whether they're going to have full bar staff, or they're going to just do like, I guess one of the casinos is going to do servers, and like I guess no one's allowed to like get served at the bar or whatever. So basically, they're just going to serve the cocktail servers, and they're going to go out and bring drinks to the people. So I don't know full impact, but probably the start of next month, I will no longer have the freedom I do to play games as much.
Do I have to figure that out?
Yeah,
Pros and cons.
yeah. I'm kind of like, part of me kind of hopes that they bring us back with like partial hours, so that I can still collect some of it. That I can go out and start actually like doing work again, because I do miss being at work. I miss working. I don't like being at home all the time collecting unemployment. It's ridiculous. I also want my medical insurance back because that just ran out.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I mean, they paid it for like a month and a half without us working there, so that was nice of them. But oh well.
Yeah, I got free healthcare, so
Yeah,
I was supposed to say,
it
What?
cost me, but
yeah.
it don't cost me anymore, I guess.
I was gonna say, well, what's that like?
Yeah, you don't want it.
No, healthcare in general.
Oh.
Always worked at jobs that either had no health care or was too small to pay for health care or didn't want to pay for health care. And then I became an independent person. And so I can't afford that shit. So
Me neither. Uncle Sam covers mine.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you earned
Single combat.
You earned it, so gotta get something out of it.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys climb into the lift. So for like Jesus, who probably hadn't noticed all these, the lifts are kind of like Venice style gondolas, but they fly. So they're like used as like the taxi service here upon the island. Flit has befriended this particular driver, and they've used her a few times to ferry them around the island.
her name's Serene.
Yes, Serene. So she flies you guys over, unless there's something else you guys desire to do before you get to the kind of penthouse suite where you'd find Dr. M located.
Flit just sits down and grabs something out of her mini pouches and begins eating it.
Did we actually get to the location of Dr. M's?
Unless you guys had something else to do, yeah, she'd pull you up to the spot, the rooftop. There seemed to be no other complications to the travel.
Hey, Sal, who was that?
It was obviously someone from the guild, but I don't know her personally. And wish we could have convinced her otherwise, but it had to be done.
Are we wanted now?
She was quite unruly.
Well, technically, they will do everything in their power to paint us as kidnappers or something, but
Cool.
otherwise, no, technically, we're not.
Okay.
Once we finally make our way inside, the turquoise skin of Zero would turn gray and his horns would disappear. And you would see that he's a half drow that you might remember from your past.
Ah, Zero! My dear old chap! How
You
have
might
you
remember
been?
me.
I can't recognize you with your different face. You tend to do that, my friend. Yes, you do.
You might remember me as Visarosa, my friend.
Ah, yes, you and your many little tricks. I do like this.
It's been a while.
Yes, yes.
Glad to have you along.
Glad to be here.
I am a little weary at the moment, though.
As you can see, I'm a little out of practice. Me and being out here are physical, like not so much used to it. As you can see, having a bit of a rough go, we could call it.
Yes, I don't think either of us agree with this island, but duty calls, I guess.
Yes, indeed.
Well, do you have a chain now? Do you have a ring?
She pulled
Finally
out
part of the order?
his little pinky, shows you his ring.
Oh, I'm glad you found us.
And he continues to dust himself off, clean himself.
All right. Yeah, so you find yourselves in for Jesus who hasn't been into Dr. M's kind of lounge area. So you entered, there's a kind of like a green marble like gangplank sort of thing that comes off the edge of the building where Stream pulled up. There's the similar marble that bedecks this kind of courtyard area with a fountain there and railings. And then there's these doors with like the drapes are kind of pulled shut and the door's been left cracked as they're expecting you guys to return. As soon as you walk in, it's like this dark kind of dimly lit room. There's a fire raging in the fireplace, a desk with some papers strewn across it, like library books, a big like table with snacks and stuff that are like prearranged over there, then a hallway that leads down to like guest rooms and another doorway that leads like a stairwell down into different parts of the holding here of one Dr. M, one of Flit's contacts.
You, as you look over the snack bar, Flit has already attacked it. And first of all, you see something very odd as she's like going about getting her food, but she just suddenly starts walking up the wall and on the ceiling and just sits down on top.
With crumbs like falling on top of the.
I look over at you and I go, "Do you want insects? This is how you get them, you know."
Huh?
This is exactly what I mean.
I ignore Flit and her normal behavior, and I pull out a chair for Tomasso to sit in. Did you need anything to eat?
Oh, no, I think I'll be okay. Maybe some of the wine, though. Could use something to calm the
Y-
nerves.
Yeah, so I get him a drink, and I actually take one for myself.
You better keep passing. It's been a long day.
And after Tommaso takes a drink, I'll say, "All right, Father, tell us what the hell is going on." And Bill removes himself from the game.
Father disappeared.
Whoops.
That's my trick.
You know, when I randomly click back to like try to click on the screen and that random click spot is leave studio, it's not the best, but all right. So, I'm sorry that you got dragged into this. I was trying to keep you out of it, but I appreciate the help. It's been many years since I've had to actively ply my trade in anything other than academics. But, yes, shortly after you left, I suppose, Segreta managed to consolidate her holding amongst the guild. I'm not sure what drove them to it or why they followed along, but several of them imprisoned me and started ruling the guild as if the orders came from me, claiming illness on my part. Her being ahead of one of the sub-guilds, no one questioned her. She was backed extensively by Ferraio, who took your old job. The other two didn't seem to do much to stop anything, or maybe they didn't know.
Hopefully, well, ignorance is still not an excuse, but hopefully they're not siding with her.
I find it hard to believe they would be, but it's going to be tough. I'll have to think. I don't know how to wrestle back control. I mean, yes, we got out, but no one knows that I did, you know. No one knows where I was or what happened. They could probably still rule things, claiming it's me doing it.
Well, it's up to you how much you want, if you want to take over. If you want to, I will help you in any way I can.
Well, from what I understand, the snippets I've gotten from outside, shortly after she took over, she started to instigate conflict with Mystico. And from there, the island started to engulf in more and more war. So I suppose we should do something.
Well, you may not know this, Father, but I've joined the Ivory Order. I don't know if he knows who they are, but
aren't they like the personal guards of the Valermont leaders, their king and queen?
Well, yes and no. We're also, at least the group that I'm part of, we're a little more. We are a little more hands-on, and you could say in that protection, instead of being a little more proactive in our defense. And having Artigiani isles being engulfed in war is probably not a good thing for the stability of peace. So, unless Zero or Flit or Parcel, you disagree with that, but if you guys don't think it's in the realms of our, I understand it was more of a favor to help me to rescue my father. I'd like to continue in any way that I can.
Father? This is your father.
Yes, my father is the head of the Articifer Guild.
Awesome. Sal has a father.
I would say most people have fathers. Whether they see each other or not, that's a different thing. I see far less of my boy now than I would desire.
Well, it's not like I had a choice, and I wonder if you'll believe me now. And it wasn't. I had a lapse in judgment, and I trusted the wrong person. But I figured, well, she wanted me gone to because she knew she couldn't win me to her side.
Well, I always questioned what went on or how it all happened, but as things were, I was kind of taken out of my hands. The rules of our guild are pretty strict and was set for a long time. But I'm glad to see you again.
As I said, I did break the rules, but it was I thought it was for a good reason. It wasn't, and she was just using that to have me removed.
Yes. I'm actually was rather relieved to hear from you, as shortly after you left, one of the ships transporting, I thought it could have been one you may have been on, disappeared. Seemed to be attacked. Some people say pirates, some people say a dragon. Not fully sure. There's been a few here and there that have gone missing.
Well, that's something. A dragon. That's something to look into for another day.
Aye.
But well, let's figure out how, like, if how to get messages inside to those that we can trust.
Yes, I suppose. How about you talk to that doctor of yours? He was very able to get me a direct message.
I guess, yeah. Flit would know the scope of his influence, I guess. And I think the ship. I was supposed to leave on on a certain ship, but Flit managed to smuggle me aboard another. So perhaps that attack was not so random after all.
Well, either way, it's good. It's good that you're here.
Flit, how much influence does your friend here have?
You look over and Flit's on the floor now, and it's putting little cheese wedges in a line, and it seems like they're going off to a room and watching the kitty eat them. As she keeps on putting more down, and she backs up a little bit, puts another down, backs up another. Huh?
Flit, could you join us for a moment?
Okay. She bounces over. Pets a kitty. Good kitty. We get to see my room later.
Sure. How How much influence does the doctor have in Artijani here? Or
Oh,
connections?
lots.
I never actually asked you, is he part of a guild? Or
No.
is he a little bit on the down low, I guess?
What do you mean down low?
Does he do things a little bit more illegal?
That's a strong word, okay?
I'm just talking about the rules of this land. I'm not saying I do not support them because those could come in handy, those type of skills.
How about
So-
unlawful then, huh?
So, how do you define illegal?
Against the laws of the council.
Not sure. There's so many laws here. I get them confused.
Perhaps we should ask.
You know, when you borrow something from somebody, someone says that's stealing, but I just wanted to pick it up and look at it, and so I forgot to bring it back to them. It's been 2 years from now, so what?
Maybe we'll ask the doctor to join us and he can answer himself.
Okay, I'll go get him. And you see Flit bounce off. And she not only bounces off, but she bounces off and kind of goes up the side of the wall and goes up another side of the wall and then you don't see her anymore.
And I call Alani back to me. Alani! Goodness. Let you wander and you think you can just go anywhere.
All right. A couple of minutes later, Flit will return with Dr. M. They walk in, and he's a decent height for an elf, probably a little taller than most elves. Of a short kept beard. His eyes, it's kind of like yellowish hue to him. Short hair. He's in like a white shirt, and like brown leather pants. He's kind of seemed to have pulled on quickly as he heard when Flit ran into his manservant, and so now he comes in, walks in the room. Ah, you guys have all returned. Welcome. I'm gonna have a smoke. Does anyone else want one? And he walks over by the fireplace, and there's like a hookah-looking thing with like a swirling green smoke that's like in there. And he'll pick up one of the pipes and take a deep inhale. And
She's like, oh, well, since you invite. Steps over really quick and also grabs one and also takes a big old inhale.
see, I knew I liked this one from the moment I saw him. Welcome. Call me Dr. M.
Good evening, Doctor.
While they're introducing themselves, I take a puff and I take a deep breath, and I thank you for your hospitality, Dr. M. I'd like to introduce my father, Tomasso Articifer.
Ah, the great Tomasso. It's been a pleasure. I've watched you from afar, seeing your skills and your work. I do like to see the stuff you've done. Let's see. I need con saves from you two.
Oh, I want in on a con save.
There's a 13 for me.
13.
Cool. You're good. And I
Twinsies.
said it was yellow in there today, right? Or did I say
It's
green?
a green.
Green.
Oh, okay, then the DC is actually lower than that. All right. So green, and you'll have advantage on wisdom-based ability checks for the next hour. So what do we got otherwise? It's super low. It's almost hard to fail this one. That's why I chose green.
I took a good inhale too, and also got a 13.
Yeah, cool. So you guys will all have advantage on wisdom-based ability checks and saving throws for the next hour.
All right, insight check on everybody. No. Yeah, advantage, that makes it a +2.
Flit's now playing with the kitty with the fuzzy ball that she brought from the back.
Just down to get in trouble with this poor kitty. Well, so what is it you guys needed? Flit said you wanted to ask me something.
Yes, we wanted to know if you partook in anything, how do we say, that is frowned upon.
Probably. And he lets off this, exhales this, yellow smoke across the room. So, is there something in particular you wish to know of what I do or skills? I'm not sure how that is really everyone's business, but for Flit's sake, I might entertain some questions.
I believe Sal has more information.
Just, as I said, we appreciate all the hospitality and help you've given us, but I'd like to request some more. I'm willing to pay for it or offer my services, but we're looking to stop to get. We need to get messages into some of the again into the guild, and an attempts to stop this war that's going on.
Interesting. I may be able to get messages into places or to certain people. Easier if I know who they are. If they're prominent figures.
Yes. Two of them are heads of two of the sub-guilds. The alchemist and the armorer, I think. Was it the armorer?
Yeah.
The armor. Oh, I'm trying to remember. We know for sure that the battlesmith and obviously the artillery ones, they're on one side. Do we know if the armor? We don't know if the armor or the alchemists are yet.
You don't know. And for what reason do you wish to end this conflict that's going on?
Well, everything is... Stability is always preferred, especially because if this spills out, there's always been a balance among the council. If one of them, if this, the Artificers Guild takes over, they could take over the whole island with the capabilities that what they have.
Interesting. That's maybe an elevated assumption of your skill and prowess, but let's go with that premise. There's money to be made at times like this, though. Ones with, Flit's ability could clean up.
What?
Money when chaos is striking.
It's always fun that way.
See?
And she throws the little fuzzy ball down the hallway, hoping the cat will follow after it.
I like it. She's always chasing after balls.
As she follows after the kitty.
Well, Father, what do you foresee happening if left unchecked? If they take over, do you think that they could take over the island, or do you think Or do you know if there's another goal that she has in mind?
I'm not entirely sure. We have some strength. Depending on the alliances she may have made or not made amongst the others, there may be some merit to your idea of her being able to take over. I know she's always wished to push the arcane guilds out and take over that area and aspect. But the Mystico group are fairly well entrenched, so I'm not sure how well that will work. Luckily, so far, it seems that the Skyrights and the Mercantes have stayed kind of out of it. But with our group and the Smiths behind her, and who knows who else, she could definitely do some damage. But as to the full extent, I do not know.
Well, she was never content with where her station. I guess she might have other allies in other guilds, and maybe with every battle, she possibly gains more allies.
Yes, well, I'm not sure exactly. I will do my best to think of some people that I might be able to call upon. I had some friends and some people. I used to know some of the Mysticos too, and had made some headway into bridging the gap between our two nations, our two guilds. But I don't know. I've been stuck in that room for so long, I wasn't 100% sure what happened. Now hearing some of the strife, it's most disturbing. And all in my name.
Do you think perhaps in the morning, if we get you into the council chambers and make an appearance there, do you think that would have an effect?
Well, we'll have to see how much the council's still meeting. If there's open conflict amongst them, I don't know how many of the leaders are willing to show up to a room like that. But I suppose it doesn't hurt.
It's basically, I want to find a way to publicly present yourself and let them know, and maybe a way to call off a lot of this. Because if they believe you are in charge, perhaps you could use that belief to end it.
Well, I suppose it doesn't hurt.
But maybe perhaps we need to make sure, we contact the two sub-guilds to at least maybe not tell them the whole plan, but let them know that you are safe, I guess.
Yeah. No, well, would be careful who you trust with what information.
What exactly do we have as evidence to be able to prove these allegations that we are trying to put forth?
Well, the fact that Tomasso is here and not his, he appears of sound mind. So, and if he's saying he wasn't in control, there was a coup going on, then perhaps that'll help to regain control. That alone should be enough to the ones that were tricked into following.
And what if this goes deeper? What if she had more than? What if it's just more than just herself? We must need proof to truly lock her away do away with this villain.
Well, we could always go back in there and capture her, but that would prove to be a little harder than it was to get Tomasso. They'll be on guard for us.
This is true. This is true. Very well, then. We must hope that your father's words are enough to sway the minds of these folks.
Zero, do you have any ideas then? Any
He
suggestions?
lets out gouts of columns of smoke from each of his nostrils.
Oh, we're talking to me now. I could use another glass of wine.
Sal gets up, walks over, pours a glass of wine, and brings it to you.
Oh. I take the things I said about you back today. We can be friends, yes. We'll be friends. I wouldn't mind getting in and eliminating her, but I don't know if I will help the situation.
She seems to be the one in charge. If we do neutralize her, then the other ones might fall into line, especially if we are with Tomasso.
These islands affairs are much more foreign to me, though, my friend. I'm kind of at your disposal. That is the best idea I can come up with at the moment.
Because I could also record his voice saying probably 5 or 6 seconds long of him saying something for those that are easily swayed back to our side. You could
I
say,
can always pretend to be him.
well, they can see through a lot of the magic. They knew they could see through my hat of disguise. They probably couldn't see, they weren't looking for him directly. He was also hiding, so they didn't go she didn't go after him, but they could see through my disguise. I think they were. She said she was tracking me, wasn't she? Is that what she said, Bill? Okay.
Yeah, she said she used like a locate spell.
Right. But as I said, they might see through a deception like that, but it's. I would rather not use deception in that sense. I said I could record. I could record his voice saying to trust me, because most of the people there would know who I am. But it's still taking a bit of a chance.
Record him telling them, whoever hears it, to trust you.
That I follow him, and I am his. Yeah, I am there on his behalf. So he is safe, and then I am there on his behalf. That could help us with some of them, if we do encounter ones that are still loyal.
Dr. M will lean back and exhale some air. I would assume, though, that given your knowledge and your guild's knowledge of such devices, they might assume that that could have been faked, if not the real Tomasso himself shows up. It's hard to disprove living flesh.
You're saying it's best if we sneak him back inside.
Well, I mean, I can send messages to people. We can have messages sent, but if you're going to keep Tomasso hidden here and go into the council without him, if you're trying to get to your guild, then perhaps. But I just question the effectiveness of a recording, given all the technical abilities you guys have, all the ways to change things, alter things.
Pardon my intrusion, Doctor, but is there not a public meeting place that the council has for gathering to disseminate information to the common folk?
Yes, of course. Yes, there's over there. If you open that window, you will see out there. There is the council room. It's there. There's a floating central area, a little above that spire. They meet up there. You have to take lifts to get up. There's no ground access. On purpose. It's well defended and well guarded, so it's usually a safe place to meet if all sides are not making a concerted effort to defeat the guards there.
Sal, is this not the proper location for us to try to have this gathering for your father to truly build show the misgivings of this this heathen, this villain who has kidnapped him and kept him in a cage, so to speak?
That could work. I think that's the best. We can keep him safe, get him there, and then call out these traitors.
Yes, that way the villains must reveal their hands, yes, if they are to try to stop us.
Are you comfortable with that, Father?
Yes, I suppose that do whatever we have to do to stop this. I do not want to see that monster in charge of my guild, and I do not want to see my guild tear this island apart. I'll go with you guys.
Okay, so you said it's later in the evening. There's still light out?
No, it would be like it was already 8:30, so it's probably in like the 9:30, 10 range. So it's dark here.
I think best we wait until morning, especially if they do come after us. I want to be in better condition.
Yes. I suppose that I can send out a few messages here and there to inform the council I wish a meeting. A banner of truce of some sort, I suppose.
Well, that could work. If the council's there, they could verify that it is you, and then at least we could get. If we get the council or most of them on our side, then we can do our best to end this. At least she will have, hopefully, less allies.
Yes. Well, then I suppose we should all sleep on it, and on the morrow I will join you guys. We can go back, see what can be done to end this. Are there rooms that I may use? And I would like some paper, pen, so that I may write to a few of my contacts. Dr. M will kind of wave at his desk. Yes, well, help yourself, my friend. There's paper and pen there, and I believe there's a room or two still open in the guest areas down the hall there. If you need anything else, I'm sure Flit would be able to tell you where to find things. And the rest of you, make yourself comfortable. I believe I will return to my rooms. If you had any particular messages I needed to send out, let me know. I can do it now or in the morning.
Now, question. Just trying to figure. I still have his hat of disguise that he was loaning us. I don't know if it'd be good to still have it or.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess they can probably see through that anyway. So I'll.
Might help to sneak him in if we're taking him with us.
It might help, but if they're looking for him, they will be able to hone in on him anyway.
Maybe not all of them.
All right, so yeah, well, Tomasso could have it then, I guess.
Tomasso will take some parchment and some pens and head over to one of the spare rooms and start writing letters out.
Zero will take the bottle of wine in his glass and sit next to the hookah. And between the poison and these other two substances, he's very inebriated.
Nice. All right. Sal is up to what at this point, Paul?
Oh, he's probably gonna do his usual all-nighter sort of thing and just work on different things.
Anything in particular Parzival is working on?
You'll see him You'll see him gathered up in a corner, like he starts to like do small circles, like, and he perches up like he's trying to meditate, and meditates a little bit for a couple hours before falling asleep.
All right. Perfect. And I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. We'll come back or aim for 2 weeks, assuming we don't, my work doesn't call me and say I'm needed directly. But we'll aim for 2 weeks and then figure out what happens from there. You have the council room, right? That's the first step. We're hitting up the council room.